Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z had some really great villains, from the menacing presence of the Demon King to the definition of evil Frieza. Dragon Ball never really disappointed on the front of villains. However, things changed with the introduction of Dragon Ball Super. I won't enter the debate of Z versus Super and which was better, but I can safely say that barring Goku Black and Zamasu, the villains of Super were mostly one-dimensional and sort of uninteresting in my opinion. But the wizard Moro brings in a fresh and welcome change to this particular lineup. Welcome to Wonder Why Z, and in this video, I will discuss about Moro and what makes him special. So Moro, in my opinion, is a really interesting villain. Unlike Jiren, Moro is not just about brute strength. Rather, this wizard creature brings a lot more to the table. Oh, and by the way, of course, I don't need to reiterate the fact that if you are an anime-only viewer, then a potential spoiler warning is applied from here on, since this video will heavily focus on the DBS manga, which will most probably be made into the first arc of the returning Super anime. Anyway, as I was saying, Moro really brings variety to the recent Dragon Ball villains because his character is not just limited to brute strength. Rather, he possesses magic and energy manipulation. It's not that he's not powerful or something like that, but rather, Moro's true strength lies within his magic. With it, he is able to absorb and manipulate life energy as well as levitate objects. It also grants him numerous other abilities that are discussed or at least hinted in the manga chapters. But you must be wondering that if I'm talking about magic, then how is Moro different from Majin Buu? Well, you see, the answer to this question is not that difficult if you think about it deeply, because Buu is a complex entity. His true form is not revealed until the very end of Z, and what we mostly see is innocent Buu, which has the personality of a child. At times he is playful, and at other times he gets angry and kills people. There was a duality to his demeanor, and even though he killed people, he was not particularly scary or something like that. In contrast to that, Moro is a serious war criminal who destroyed the Iragi star system and brought about the mass extinction of life on 320 planets. Just think about that for a second. Eventually though, the Daikaio used up all his godly powers to seal away Moro's magic. Only then he was captured by the Galactic Police. Moro was of course sentenced to death for his crimes, but nobody was strong enough to actually kill him. This is why he was locked away for the next 10 million years until his eventual escape. So you see, this is a really different type of a villain. Moreover, his powers and skill set based on the utilization of magic is quite awesome. He is physically strong and resilient. That is of course true, because even without his magic, he managed to survive millions of years. But when he regains his magic, he truly becomes an unstoppable force, especially now with the lack of the Daikaio. What really makes me excited is the appearance and nature of Moro's power. There is so much interesting stuff to look at here. First of all, as most of you guys know that I'm a huge Digimon fan, so seeing Moro, I immediately could compare him with Mephistomon from Tamers. Moreover, his goat-like appearance was really cool and interesting to see, something that we have not seen in Dragon Ball Super in quite a long time. When Moro was teased in the beginning as a new villain, his form surprised many people, and there were even speculations of him being a form of devil himself. Those were some really fun times for YouTube, full of theories and speculations. Next, his whole world-devouring feats are quite similar to the Marvel villain Galactus. All of this makes Moro really special in my opinion. Also, his special ability to drain and then absorb the power of entire planets is really menacing. He literally turns that power into a ball of energy and then eats it. His magic also allows him to steal abilities of his opponents. This was really cool to watch when he absorbs the Super Saiyan forms of Vegeta and Goku in the fight on Namek and then left them for dead. Thus, in future fights, Goku and Vegeta will no longer be able to depend on their transformations. This adds a whole new aspect to the Dragon Ball fights, which are getting kind of stale nowadays, to be honest. Thus, the protagonist will have to find a workaround for brute strength and utilize some other techniques, possibly with the help of the revived Daikaio. There is so much potential in Moro. He can perhaps prove to become one of the best Dragon Ball villains of the recent times. What helps this villain even more is the fantastic ongoing arc in the manga. From the return of the Galactic Patrol to the Daikaio's revival inside Buu, and from the return to the new Namek to the redemption of Vegeta for the people of Namek. Just perfection in my opinion. I am super excited for the new manga chapter to know more about Moro, his past, and how he will eventually be defeated. Moreover, I cannot wait to see the return of Super Anime and finally watch Moro in action on screen. It would be really worth it. Oh, and on that topic, unlike the past few fights in Dragon Ball Super, which were mostly fist fights, Moro is different here. He is a ruthless beast who directly pierces his hands through the chest of his villains. Pure ruthless aggression. So because of all of this, I really feel that Moro is special and he has a lot of potential to become a really great villain for the modern era of Dragon Ball. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, mention your thoughts about Moro in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos. This is WonderYC and I will see you soon in the next video.